Right, we are back at basefan.com with something, once again, that's pretty damn special. So we've got this Iveco Daily, short wheelbase, 2005. It's been owned by Greater Manchester Police. I can only really think it's been used as some sort of surveillance vehicle. That's traditionally why you get these civilianised looking vehicles. It's ply lined out in the back. It's actually insulated and ply lined, a couple of LED lights here, some 12 volt sockets over there, USB. And it's got a little, I know this sounds crazy, but I always find on these spy vans, there's always some sort of like for lack of a better term, like a little piss hole or something. So there is a hole there. Now, you probably could get a night eater in that spot if you made the hole a bit bigger, so it might not be the end of the world. Or indeed, if you do want a toilet, you can of course put a pipe on there in case your accuracy is not particularly great, and you've got a little hole. Right, where was I? I was showing you around this this ex-policeman. So it's done 26,000 miles, which is incredibly low, and that's really why I was attracted towards it. But hey, if it had done 126,000 miles, I probably still would have bought it, because A, it's been owned by the police and really well maintained, and B, you don't really find many of these old 2.3s in good condition. And if you watch any of my videos or know me at all, you'll know that older vans in good condition are far superior to newer vans, without a shadow of a doubt. So bodywork wise, it's looking pretty good. There's a couple of areas throughout the whole van where the paint started to peel off and fade. You'll find this quite a lot on the Fiat Ducatos, Citroen Relay, Peugeot Boxers and Ivecos. It must be something to do with how they paint them, because yeah, it is really common. But if you want something reliable and you're not too concerned about the aesthetics, I mean, you can't really notice it that much. But yeah, going back to, if you want something reliable, you value that over looking amazing, this is probably a good bet for you. It's got a full set of nearly new Dunlops that were manufactured in 2019 throughout the whole vehicle. That's detailed on our inspection report with a load of other key details. Now, I've just noticed on here actually that it says that the gross vehicle weight on our inspection report is coming up at 3.2 tons, and usually these vehicles denoted by the 29 are a 2.9 ton gross weight. So I will just check out what the story is with that. Hopefully my guys here that have done the inspection are right, and this is just a slightly uprated weight on it. Just a quick one, guys. Here's the vehicle on our website, and just to show you, you can go down and view the inspection report on our website. Check it out. It saves you traveling 100 miles to view a van to find out that the central locking doesn't work, that the oil's low, and the vehicle is a complete waste of your diesel and time travelling. Yeah, my guys are right. It is a 3.2 ton gross weight, and it can tow 2.8 tons. That's quite a lot. But you will find Ivecos traditionally have the largest train weight out of pretty much all the commercial vehicles out there. Since we're under the bonnet, I might as well show you what we're looking at. We've got a battery here that looks like it was replaced in August 22. Relatively new shiny alternator there as well. The key spot to look at on these older Ivecos is just down here. You can see here there's a little bit of rust going through, but that is nice and solid. It is quite simply on the surface, so that just wants rubbing back and protecting at the top, and that'll be good. But yeah, it's all looking nice and dry. Go ahead and fire it up. Just a quick note on these Ivecos, you want to do that if you want to close the bonnet, otherwise it won't catch properly. Right, let all the lights and stuff go out. And she's straight in. That does sound super smooth. Right, I'll Okay, so We've got a door open light on there, so let's get rid of that. Maybe there's a rear door open as well, perhaps? Oh yeah, the side door's open. Okay, the side door's open. There is the handbrake light on there, but there is an alternator light on there, which means to say that the alternator's malfunctioning. Let's just check out on our inspection report what the output was on the alternator to see whether this is a new problem. Okay, output from alternator 3.6 volts. So at the time of our inspection, on the 20th of January, this was all good. So I need to check the connections on the alternator, but first I will check what the output is. Hopefully it's not just going to say 12.2 volts, which will be essentially what the battery is reading, and hopefully it's just a poor connection, but that is something that I will have to sort out, of course. In the cab, it's pretty basic. Quite a nice big glove compartment. You can only open that with the key, so I'll just go ahead and turn the engine off. And like that. When you're in. That's quite nice, a bit of a cup holder space there. Not really sure why they'd have that, because you put your cup in there and then the driver's view is pretty blocked. I'll go ahead and get that out of there. But yeah, no thrills really, but at the end of the day, you've got a vehicle that's going to be reliable, it's got power steering, you can put the windows down, really not the end of the world. But check out, just everything on this vehicle is super mint. Headliner, the seats. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, people want to get a vehicle to build the camper van on, so they want a nice solid base. So a low mileage vehicle that's super clean is going to be your best bet, especially an old one like this where the parts are super cheap and the likeliness of it breaking down is just so much lower than any of this new garbage. Right, I have got the service history just over here. Unfortunately, the police service don't give you any detail on what any of these things mean, but at least we know that it's been serviced. Now, I'm presuming that service C means the cam belt, because the actual intervals would sort of add up. So it looks like it's due a cam belt next year. So you want to factor that into your budget when you're buying this vehicle, that next year you could be in for a bill for about £400 for a new cam belt on these vehicles. They're not particularly complicated to do on these 2.3s. I'll turn the beacon on because we've got it. And the beacons work as well. So yeah, the decorative roof rack that's probably never been used because this has just been a surveillance ban, they want to look civilianised, is ready to go to stick your kayaks and all that sort of stuff on the roof. Solar panels, whatever you want to do. In fact, I'll jump up and check the roof out. It's pretty green, we've done an excellent job of... Right, my camera keeps on freezing and Dorothy's come to help me finish the job off here. So yeah, if you're looking for a smaller van, you know, a lot of people do like these vehicles because they can fit under sort of height restricted barriers, and you know, a lot of the places you can go to seek the countryside do have height barriers and stuff like that. So I guess that's why the Volkswagen scene is quite popular. This is a pretty good bet. Certainly if it was my vehicle and I wanted to turn it into a camper, I'd definitely be using all this stuff that's already in here. I would more than likely be putting a diesel heater in that glory hole there as well. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this van. It's tested, it's serviced. This vehicle is ready to go. Buy this van, it's fucking awesome.